यार इसमें क्या हो गया? I don't know. Oh, what is this? नहीं मतलब यहाँ पे लेकिन शो नहीं हो रहा है। नहीं मतलब लैपटॉप में शो नहीं कर रहा। See, approach for making the resume. Okay. So, online students, can you see this? Gauri?
Yes, sir.
So, see, first of all, you should have all the data with you, everything. For example, अगर आपका LKG का भी सर्टिफिकेट आपके पास है ना, तो उसको भी लिखो, right? So first, gather everything that you have in a form of your resume or CV. Okay. Why I'm saying this? Because many a time what it happens that because of the lack of time or maybe because of undue pressure, it may happen that you are missing upon a very important information. So first, that information bank should be created, right? Whatever the proofs you have, it should be there with you. So whatever the claim that you are going to make, for that you should have a proof, okay? And then you should build the pointers for everything that you have. Then the next thing is that, so this master CV or master resume is there with you. By the way, let me clarify what is the difference between CV and a resume. So CV is basically a very detailed document. Okay. In case you have more than 10 plus years of experience, or maybe you are from the academic field, in that case, we use CV because you need to talk about every project or every assignment or every publication or every paper that we have published. And that's why it requires a lot of space. It can go up to 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages as well. Whereas resume is a simple 1 or 2 page document. So we will be talking about resume. So create a master resume, not a CV. Create a master resume where you have each and every information that with you. Then try and collect the proofs, the document that can substantiate your claim. Then the next thing is that since data in itself is not enough, how to present that is something which is very important. And here at the second stage, you need to go through the job description. So for example, if I have 15 things, what are the main 3 or 4 things that the company is looking for? Right. So for example, I have 100 pointers about me, 100 of the things about me. What are the top 15 or top 10? But you can get the top 10 only out of those 100 only. So make sure that this 100, that question bank, or maybe that data set is so clean, and so informative that you are picking the best one. Okay. Then pick relevant pointers. Spikes are better than average performance and put high impact section first. तो जब आप रेज्यूमे क्रिएट कर रहे हो और जब आपके पास सारा डेटा आ गया, आपने जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन कर लिया, तो आप उसको देखो कि कौन सा इंफॉर्मेशन ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट करेगी हमारे रिक्रूटर को, मेरे इंटरव्यूअर को, और उसके अकॉर्डिंगली आप उसको प्रायोरिटाइज करोगे, यानी आप उसको अरेंज करोगे. ओके. वंस you have those information in place, then you need to polish. Polish in the sense, maybe you have written in a very simple English, then can we articulate it in a better manner? Maybe can I get some good words for a few of the words that I have used, which are very general in nature? So likewise, you need to polish. Then what kind of font I have used, what kind of alignment I have, those are the things which requires your attention. And then once all these things are ready, then it is easy to digest. It should be eye soothing, you know, मतलब उसकी आंखों को अच्छा लगेगा कि नहीं कोई चीज मेरे सामने, and hence it will be easily consumable. So he will be able to relate with every information that you have mentioned. Okay. Get it reviewed? Yes, definitely you should revise it. Now let us talk about the format. So use a standard format. So we have given you the template. However, there are certain other things as well. We will discuss after this PPT unofficially that what are the things that you need to keep in your mind, because we have a tool called as ATS, that is Application Tracking System, or AMS, that is Application Management System. So what are the tools to overcome that particular challenge? We'll discuss that as well. So use a standard format. Length has to be 1 page. Use the right format and remove irrelevant information. That is what I said. Because we have created 100 pointers or 20 pointers, then we need to remove those pointers which are not in relevance with the job. Now, let me tell you one more thing. The benefit of creating a master resume is that, for example, you have applied for a company called as Intitle. So you have gone through the JD, and you have created that resume and you have just sent it to Sahil sir that, okay, I want to apply for this position. Now imagine you are getting another opportunity from a different company. In that case, if you don't have the master CV or that master resume, how will you prioritize or how will you get the information? कई बार आपको लगता है कि यार मैं इसमें क्या बता सकता हूँ, लेकिन अगर आपके पास मल्टीपल ऑप्शंस हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू गो इन अ बुफे and you have multiple dishes, right? If you feel like veg, then you can go for veg. If you feel like going for non-veg, you can go for non-veg. Even in veg, if you feel like going for Maharashtrian thali, you can go for Maharashtrian. You want to go for, but this will happen only when you have the data set, right? So that master CV, that master resume will help you in creating a customized resume for each and every profile. And my dear friend, that is the first battle. Getting that screening select rather than getting screening reject. आपके जो sentences है, जो आपका content है, वो कितना apt है against the given opportunity. The another reason that I'm emphasizing upon creating this resume is because, for example, you are traveling. Maybe you are from Kolhapur or Nagpur and you are traveling, and you get this one email that, you know, we have got this opportunity, kindly apply to this. Now, since you don't have multiple options, what will you do? You will apply with the same resume. But in case if you have the data, I mean, this master CV, you can do certain changes and you can just send a fresh resume for the fresh opportunity.
So,
yes. आपका वही अप्रोच होना चाहिए. ऐसा हो सकता है कि आप एक टी शर्ट लेके आओगे और पूरे घर वालों को हो जाएगा. सब लोग शॉपिंग करने जाते हैं, सब अपने अपने साइज का करते हैं. वैसे अलग अलग कंपनी है, उसकी अलग अलग रिक्वायरमेंट है. मे बी आपने फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट 2 of your projects. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मे बी आपका एक प्रोजेक्ट आपके पाइथन स्किल को हाईलाइट कर रहा है, दूसरा प्रोजेक्ट आपके एसक्यूएल स्किल को हाईलाइट कर रहा है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई एम नॉट दैट टेक्निकल, सो बट आई थिंक यू कैन रिलेट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई एम मोर ऑफ एसक्यूएल, बट the SQL project is on the 3rd number and the deep learning project is on the 1st number. It will not appeal to me. So you don't have to do much of the things. You have to just rearrange the things. Simple, right? हम घर में क्या करते हैं, कभी चेयर ऐसे रखते हैं, कभी थोड़ा सा वैसे कर देते हैं, थोड़ा सा फ्रेश हो जाता है कि नहीं यार, हाँ कुछ तो इंटरेस्टिंग लगा. दैट इज व्हाट, राइट. So use a standard format. We have already shared the format with you. So the second one is categorization. Flow of information should hang out with the themes. Absurdly spread across information won't get the attention. So likewise, we have seen, for example, if we are talking about PGA skills, so that they should be together. If you are talking about your soft skills, then they should be together. If you are talking about the projects, they should be together. So we should categorize the information and we should present them accordingly. First impression matters. So recruiter psychological hack is that, so again, if in the beginning itself, if we are able to establish the relevance, then they are willing to spend another maybe 30 seconds or 50 seconds on the resume. Generally, they say that a recruiter looks at any resume for not more than 3 to 4 seconds. And hence the first 1/3 of your resume is very, very important. The first 1/3 of the resume is very, very important. Now, when we are talking about the prioritization, so what is the formula for that? So the formula is that it should be relevant and it should be impactful. जैसा कि मैंने आपको बोला, I mean, if the company is talking about SQL, you cannot put that project at the last. बहुत common sense है, right? High impact pointers to come first. Now, this is again a very common sense. Now, you will feel like I should share these 3 informations about myself, or maybe about my project, or maybe about my assignment. But in what sequence? That is again a very important thing, right? So you need to go in these kind of details that, okay, maybe this 1, 2, 3 is relevant for X company. They may not be relevant for Y company. So for Y, maybe the 3 will be 1 and 2 will be 3 and 1 will be 2, something like this, right? So accordingly, that see, you have to change it for every job, simply on the basis of relevance and impact. Simple. See, हमारे यहाँ जब मैरिज होती है तो कुंडली आती है, राइट? भाई जिसकी कुंडली ज्यादा मैच करेगी उसके बात करेंगे. सिंपल. आपका रेज्यूमे ज्यादा मैच करेगा जी, हम आपसे बात करेंगे. उनका मैच करेगा, हमसे बात करेंगे. सिंपल. सॉरी, नहीं मतलब he will relate with this, no, because he had to get married also. जॉब के बाद उसका सेकंड ऑप्शन वही है. Okay, Gauri, you are very quiet. You have anything to say? इसको नहीं, but definitely वो तो आपको impact करेगा ही. But then what is the counter you have for that? See, again, आप किस तरीके से उसको प्रेजेंट करते हैं, राइट? जैसे सी, अभी तो आपके साथ एक बेनिफिट भी है, इंडस्ट्री बहुत लिबरल हो गई है. लिबरल इन द सेंस, अगर आप बोल दो कि सर आई जस्ट टुक अ ब्रेक लाइक दैट, और थोड़ा सा कुछ उसको सब्सटेंशिएट कर दो कि आपने लर्निंग में उसको लगाया है, तो दे विल नॉट माइंड. इट्स ओके. आप देखो हर जगह सोशल मीडिया, लिंक्डइन, एवरीवेयर एवरीबॉडी इज टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट. तो आपके लिए, बट हाँ, इट शुड बी वेरी पॉजिटिव कि नो, आई डिड समथिंग लाइक दिस, दिस वाज माय लर्निंग एंड देन आई केम बैक. You should have a concrete story for that. That's it. That will be of great help. Okay, so now what are the elements? So elements are like format, categorization, and prioritization. In format, use a standard format. We have already said this. Name the sections correctly. So if it is about education, talk about education. If it is about additional skills, talk about additional skills. If it is about your technical skills, talk about technical skills.
Hello,
Choose
sir.
between the
Your
grammar.
voice is breaking, sir.
Sorry? Yeah, I mean, see, some of the time the problem may be at my end, and some of the time the problem may be at your end, because we both are interacting through internet, right? So these possibilities are always there. I'm sorry for that, but I can't help much in that. Okay. So relevant information should be clubbed together. Ensure pointers are correctly classified under the right sections. Add an award or achievements section if it's strong, if you have some strong presence in that. Club information into themes like relevant skills, categories together to display strength in the area. So whatever you have, again, we are saying the same thing in a different manner, that it should be clubbed and it should be properly categorized, and make sure that, you know, things are presented in that way. Now, let us come to the most important part of this, and this is called as the ARM process. How to write impactful pointers. Okay, now it's very easy to say you should have the impactful points, but then how to write that? So that formula also I need to discuss. So for example, the formula that we called is as ARM or RAM. Okay. So ARM is basically, you know, A stands for the action. This formula was basically given by Google, which is also called as XYZ, where X stands for the result, Y stands for the measurement, and Z stands for the process or the approach. So likewise, when you are talking about something, you should think what is the action that you took and what was the result of that. Okay. And how do you measure that particular result? So for example, there is an example where it says developed and executed a customer referral program leading to 50% increase in referral business and $2 million of incremental revenue. So action kya tha? You had developed and, you know, executed this customer referral program. Result was increase in the 50%, right? I mean, increase in the business, and the measurement is 50%. Likewise, how many of you have some kind of work experience? Work experience? Fresher? No, work ex, right? So likewise, you can talk about your responsibilities, roles and responsibilities, right? So you can always talk about this in this formula. Now, how to quantify these pointers? So there are two ways. Many a time we face this challenge that how to quantify. So maybe you can talk in terms of revenue, sales, or profit generated. Maybe there is something increase or decrease, or maybe you saved something in terms of time or cost. So if you are thinking on all these lines, you will get some numbers. And there must be some kind of numbers in your resume. Okay. Then another way is that the number of projects or the kind of data size that you have handled, that will be another way of quantifying it. The number of clients or number of people that you have worked with, that will be another opportunity to quantify. And the time commitment. So for example, you had taken a project for the 3 months and you were able to do this within a span of 2 months. So likewise, you know, you can always talk about that. For examples, we have certain examples also. So when we are talking about revenue, designed and executed company-wide digital marketing strategy that drove $this in the product sales. So that they are also quantifying. Increased or reduced by this percentage, that is also being a quantifying. Time saving also, maybe you saved 10 hours per week, or the number of data size that you have, or the number of projects that you have handled. So all these things will give you an idea to put certain numbers in your resume. Okay. Now, for example, when we are talking about like how to again create that particular roles and responsibilities or with respect to your project. So there are 4 specific questions that you can ask to yourself. And the first one is, what exactly did I do? आपने कोई प्रोजेक्ट अभी तक किया है? तो what exactly आपने उसमें किया है? Obviously. What exactly have you done in your project? अरे आप अपना बताओ. मॉडल बिल्ड किया. कौन सा मॉडल? ताजमहल का? हाँ तो बोलो ना, रिग्रेशन मॉडल किसके लिए? So these are the questions you need to answer. Okay, what exactly did I do? Then how did I do it? Okay, any strategy or the process or the tool that you used, any activities worth mentioning. Okay, why did I do it? आपने वो प्रोजेक्ट क्यों किया? Okay, and what was the actual result? Right, you need to address these 4 questions. I will give you an example also. So let us look at this example. So what have I done? So created an Excel dashboard. How did I do it? So use the data from 10+ countries, surveyed 200 clients to create the report. Why did I do it? To help reduce the reporting time so that the business decisions can be taken faster. What was the result? Reporting time of the data was reduced by 50% and time to resolve the queries also reduced to 12 hours from 24 hours. And how to present all this information? So design an Excel dashboard for 200+ clients that help to reduce query resolution time by 50%. So that will be the ultimate content for you. Okay. We have just discussed this. So impact, ensure all pointers are in ARM, that is action, result, and measurement. Avoid writing every activity you performed. Do not write everything again. Write the managerial impact of the technical work. Quantify impact using numbers, money, time. Show your action, task completion, and be consistent with it throughout. The completeness, ensure top 3 qualities clearly come out. Justify each skill with at least 2 pointers. So for example, if you are talking about any of the responsibilities under each and every company, at least you should talk 2 or 3 sentences. Use similar or avoid same action words to describe similar skills. Seek feedback from people who don't know you that well for the top 3 qualities in your resume. So whatever the qualities you are saying, just simply don't write leadership, team, this. Ask your friends, whatever is the maximum fighting. If most of the class is saying you are a team player, you are a leadership, you have the leadership skills, then you can definitely include those skills. Okay. Talking about the aesthetics. So overall look is as important as the content. Lot of information written in just 1 page has to look clean and it should be readable. Always take a printout to check for any margin errors. Now, generally, this is a very classical case. You will prepare your resume and you will simply send it to the placement team and all, and maybe the margins and everything. And then maybe because you are creating in MS Office 2016, I am using 22 or something like this. So just to avoid all these gaps, make sure that it is in PDF format. Ensure proper formatting and intersections. Font size minimum 10, use some bullet across if needed. Ensure judicious use of bold and italics to highlight. Do not highlight everything also. I have seen resumes like that also. Grammar, use active voice, and you can always use this particular thing called as Grammarly to avoid any kind of grammatical errors. For ATS also, the spelling needs to be correct. ATS is something which now we need to discuss. So any question as of now, please ask me. If you have any question, you can ask me. Any question as of now? No questions. Okay. So I want to talk about this. So, you know, like regarding this ATS, you can use this font called as something like this, right? Okay. This is the most apt font for ATS. ATS, again, application tracking system, is a software which is used by IT companies to extract your resume from various job portals through different keywords. Okay. So make sure that you are following this font. It should be in a PDF format. Okay. Third one is very controversial one, but still I want to say this: avoid any table in your resume. So see, Ematicus में क्या है आपका, मतलब आपको स्क्रीनिंग के थ्रू नहीं जाना है. जो रेज्यूमे हम उसको भेजेंगे उसको पढ़ना ही है. लेकिन जब आप किसी जॉब पोर्टल पे आप अपलोड कर रहे हो तो वहां पर मत करो. एक्चुअली एमार्टिकस में एटलीस्ट आपका जो प्राइमरी जो फर्स्ट स्टेज है ना वो टेकन केयर है. मतलब अगर रेज्यूमे आपका मैं भेजूंगा तो उसको पढ़ना ही है, वो डिनाई नहीं कर सकता. लेकिन वहां तो रेज्यूमे निकालने की बात हो रही है, अभी दे हैव टू एक्सट्रैक्ट इट. तो अगर आपका एग्जैक्ट फॉर्मूला में नहीं रहेगा या एग्जैक्ट सेटअप में नहीं रहेगा तो एक्सट्रैक्ट ही नहीं होगा. तो अभी तो हमारा जो भी, इसीलिए मैंने बोला कि मैं आई विल डिस्कस दिस इन द लेटर पार्ट ऑफ द क्लास. सो अवॉइड एनी काइंड ऑफ टेबल. देन ग्राफिक्स, क्योंकि एटीएस ग्राफिक्स को नहीं पकड़ता है, नहीं पढ़ता है. Then see, table in the sense, you know, like creating a lot of tables. जैसे हमने किया भी है प्रोजेक्ट वगैरह का जो है, तो वो अवॉइड करना है.
तो लोग फोटोज वगैरह डालते हैं एकदम डिजाइन वगैरह.
फोटो तो एक्चुअली आपको मैं बताऊं, एज पर लाइक अगर आप यूएस वगैरह में जाओ तो बैन है. लेकिन अभी क्या है, यू कांट से, कोई चीजें जस्ट सिंपली होती हैं और सब लोग बिना क्वेश्चन किए करते हैं. तो एक स्टोरी इस पे मुझे याद आ गई और मैं उसको थोड़ा सा डिस्कस करता हूँ फिर आता हूँ. तो आर्मी में एक नया ऑफिसर आया और उसने ज्वाइन किया. तो जब उसने ज्वाइन किया तो जब वो गया तो देखा कि एक अंडर द सन इन द ग्राउंड देयर इज अ टेबल. तो अपने उससे पूछा गार्ड से कि भाई ये टेबल कैसा है. तो बोला कि साहब ये ऐसे ही यहाँ पे रखते हैं, इसको ऐसे ही रखा गया है. तो बोला यार ऐसा कैसे रखते हैं. तो जो उसके पहले का ऑफिसर था जो इंचार्ज था उसने उसको फोन किया. तो पूछा कि सर सब कुछ एवरीथिंग इज फाइन, ये टेबल कैसा है ग्राउंड में, यू नो इट हैज बीन लाइंग देयर एंड ऑल. बोला कि यार आई डोंट नो, इट वाज देयर सो आई नेवर थॉट ऑफ, यू नो दे सेड सर इट इज लाइंग सो आई नेवर थॉट ऑफ रिमूविंग इट, सो इट जस्ट लाइक दैट. तो बोला कि यार बट इसका रीजन तो जानना चाहिए, ऐसा क्यों है, मतलब क्या प्रॉब्लम है. फिर उसने तीसरे से पूछा, उसके पहले था उसको पूछा, उसकी जो सबसे पहले था उसको भी उसको फोन मिला दिया. तो बोला कि यार अभी तक उसका पेंट सूखा नहीं है क्या. राइट. तो एक रैट रेस चल रही है. अब वो क्या है, पॉलिसी के बारे में बात करना एक अलग चीज है. देखो हम इंडियंस का यही प्रॉब्लम है. ये रिकॉर्ड भी हो रहा है, कोई मुझे फिर ब्लेम, यू नो फॉर एग्जांपल मेरा रेज्यूमे गया, आपका रेज्यूमे गया, अब इनके में फोटो लगी है. अब हो सकता है फोटो देख के इनको प्रीफर कर दिया, तो मैं तो पीछे रट गया. But actually, if you see, you are not allowed. I mean, in US, in the western part of the world, they don't allow you only. They are very particular about this. They don't encourage people. You can go to all these sites like Zeti or, for example, Resume Builder. or maybe CV Maker or resume.oi or IO. You go to all that sites, all the samples that you will download, everything is without. The templates, they are without photo because they don't encourage this. Okay, तो उसका भी हमारे पास एक हैक है. आप किसी भी पोर्टल में 2-3 रेज्यूमे अपलोड कर सकते हो. एक फोटो वाला भी कर देना और एक विदाउट फोटो वाला भी कर. Right, so these are things that I mean, simple. Yes, Gauri, you should mention the job title in case you have a clarity what job exactly you were doing there. So you can mention that, not a problem. Okay, so we were talking about this ATS thing. So I hope I have answered this question about the photograph. Yes. आपका अपना रिस्क पे है, आप लगा सकते हो, आप नहीं लगा सकते हो, choice is yours. Okay. So avoid using short form or abbreviation that we say. For example, don't say like AI or rather you should write artificial intelligence and AI also, because you don't know what that command that person has given. कोई आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस देता है, कोई सिर्फ AI लिख देता है. तो वो कुछ भी लिखे, एटलीस्ट अगर मैं दोनों में हूं तो वो दोनों को पिकअप कर लेगा. तो वो एक चीज आपको फोकस में रखना है. Right, and then use quality action verbs. For example, analyzed, right? Executed, amplified. So some quality words rather than maintaining a database or something. It should not be a very ordinary one. So quality words that you need to use. For example, as I said, executed, amplified, applied, analyzed, all these kind of words. Okay. So with the help of all these things, you can create your resume. If you have any question, you can ask me. Why not? And that template is already there with you. Himanshu, are you there? Can we do resume reviews? Right, exactly. What is your question? Yes. Why not? Why not? Why not? So those of you can, so you can get the hard copy. Yes. And you can get the printout. You can give it to me. I can review the resume and I can give you my comments. Online, they will send one email. We'll see. Hard copy ले आओगे तो अच्छा है ना यार. मेरे लिए easy हो जाएगा ना. I can take my own time. Otherwise, you have to stand there till the time I'm going through. And now since I have to go after, look after your resume, so I have to take care of everything, because once I have reviewed it, any error will become my error. Because you will say, sir, I had shown it to Kaushal, sir, he has not said. So that is one thing. So any other question do we have here? No questions. Okay.
हेलो सर. क्या आज रिज्यूम रिव्यू हो सकता है सर, अगर मैं आपको सेंड करूं?
Yes. Why not? You give it to me and we will discuss this after the class.
Okay, sir.
See, he has only tables and tables. See, again, you should not mention all the things. Marital status, educational gaps, professional. वो जब जरूरत होगा वो पूछ लेंगे. पहले क्यों उनको एक ऐसा जब गैप ही नहीं है तो फिर है ना क्यों डिस्कस करना ऐसा चीज जो See, we should always avoid oversharing. Right? We should always avoid oversharing. अगर उसको नीड होगी वो आपसे पूछेगा. आप बोलो जी मैं पुणे में रहता हूँ. अगर वो पूछेगा पुणे में कहाँ रहते हो तो बोलेगे भाई चल ठीक है मैं बताया. वो रेज्यूमे में पूरा लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. शर्मा जी के बगल में, गुप्ता जी के सामने. Right? Okay. So, any other question? Nothing. So let us do one activity. We have done that activity where I had given you certain words and you were asked to create a speech. We have done that, no? Importance of AI and ML in today's life. Done, no? Then got it. Importance of So recently what happened? This one candidate, he has mentioned in his resume and even in the intro speech that he is a multitasking person. So, what they have done? They have given him this rubric. He said, you have to solve this and the gentleman will ask you the questions also. That's what. That's what I'm saying. Like, now you have to focus on this also. At the same time, you have to listen to him and then you have to answer him also. Now, what I'm trying to tell you here is that, see, just use of one word. See, if you are confident, if you are well prepared, you can always manage that. Not a problem. But in case, even if you are a little low on your confidence, then it's a problem. Right? So we need to. Okay. So, let me share this one thing more. Maybe this will give you some kind of idea. So just give me 1 second. I have got certain questions. हेलो हेलो हाँ जी बोलिए। अच्छा तो पता करो कैसे क्या होगा। ठीक है, एकदम नहीं चलेगा क्या? उसमें पानी वगैरह है सब? ठीक है, ओके देखो फिर। हाँ 19 अगस्त, हाँ मतलब वही जुलाई में लिया था, तो 19 जुलाई से जोड़ लो। पूछ ले जाए तो उसे तो ज्यादा दिन चलता है, 5-6 साल भी चलता है, बट आप देख लेना। ठीक है, ओके। Okay, so the first question was like, online students, can you hear me? Am I audible? Gauri, please. Okay, yes, I'm audible. So the first question is, tell me about yourself. Okay, you all are confident, yes, in answering this question. Then explain any project where you are most confident. Explain any one of your project where you are most confident. The questions also on basic as well as advanced Excel. What is something on SQL query update? Know this? You know this? Yes. Why from mechanical to IT field? वो हम अभी डिस्कस करेंगे. Perform VLOOKUP and a few other Excel formula. कर लेंगे आप? हाँ, right. Then there was some, I mean, they had asked the candidate to do this something. Remove duplicate query. कुछ होगा वो उसको रिमूव करना, कर लोगे आप. Then SQL scenario questions. Without a null value, how to save CSV file? Something like this. हाँ, कुछ ऐसा है. See, I mean, I have taken all these questions over the phone, right? So I'm also not, I mean, I'm not a data scientist, so I don't know everything, but see, my effort is just to give you the ideas because you guys are intelligent enough to make out what exactly it means. Then join query output. Yes. Okay, join query, done. Then, for example, if you have some kind of work experience, then the questions are, apart from all these, what was your day-to-day job role in the previous organization? Okay. देखो, अगर आप वो job भी आप like, see, this is, here is the hack. You can say anything. Nobody is going to verify there. So you should talk about those profiles or maybe those things which in a sense can add value to the future job. हाँ, वो थोड़ा सा कुछ आप, like, you should not be that truthful also. Okay. तो वो थोड़ा एक बेसिक इंटेलिजेंस आपके अंदर होना है कि मतलब मैं अगर नहीं भी कर रहा था तो मैं कुछ उसको ऐसा बताऊं कि then which field you are interested in, what are your hobbies, how they can help you in your professional career. Okay. Okay, now, why do you want to become a data analyst? Why do you want to become a data analyst? Again, explain your projects. What are your approaches to solve any problem? What is your approach to solve any problem?
What is problem? Method tools and what is solution and what from solution what we get from how do we get profit.
हाँ आप बोलो। नहीं अरे वो क्या वो मैंने सुना है, आप बताओ he is right or like you want to add something to this.
नहीं sir, 80% right.
80%. सारंग आप बताओ। राइट है बट राइट वे में नहीं है।
वो सीक्वेंस
आपका एक प्रेजेंट मतलब एक तरीका होता है किसी चीज को प्रेजेंट करने।
नहीं किया सर।
अरे तो अभी आपको लगता है आप सीधे एक ही दिन फाइनल खेलोगे क्या? मतलब वर्ल्ड कप का फाइनल एक ही दिन आप खेलोगे? नहीं भाई, पहले लीग मैच होता है, पहले क्वालिफायर होता है, फिर लीग मैच होता है, फिर नॉकआउट्स होता है, फिर सेमीफाइनल होता है, उसके बाद फाइनल होता है। अभी तो आप अब नाउ सिंस 3 months आर ओवर, आपको एक ऐसे एटीट्यूड में होना चाहिए कि आप हर चीज एकदम बिल्कुल उसी तरीके से ट्रीट करो जैसे एकदम मेरा हो रहा है वहां। देखो बैट्समैन आउट होने के बाद भी जाता है ना तो अपना एक बार शॉट प्ले करते हुए जाता है, तो आपको हमेशा वो चीज करना पड़ेगा, राइट? नाउ you will feel like that I have said the right thing, but you will never realize this, that maybe you could not say it in the right manner. Right thing in the right manner. Okay. Okay. Next question. Are you comfortable with the team working or in individual role? So you may say whatever you want, but then you need to. Now, in case in the resume, you say you're a team player and you are answering that I want to be an individual, then there is a problem, right? तो वो चीजें आपको बिल्कुल exactly आपको मालूम होना चाहिए. So these are the certain questions that I have gathered from few of the students, and I am sure कि आपको ये थोड़ा सा help करेगा. So mechanical to IT. Why? Because तो एक तो आपका क्या प्रोफाइल था? डिजाइन इंजीनियर. तो इंटरेस्टिंग प्रोफाइल था, फिर क्यों छोड़ दिया? So you can always say like so I had my roommate who is into data science. So while going through his books and all, I got interested towards this. That is the primary reason. If I have to talk a little more into this, I will say that it is also because the kind of opportunities that we have in this particular field, the kind of avenues that I'm expecting to get. So I have a better platform to exhibit my creativity, my innovation. And since I was always good in maths and statistics, so I thought this is one of the apt field for me, and I will be more fruitful, or I will be more useful in this domain. And I took a conscious decision of upskilling myself, because I did not want to enter in this industry just unprepared. So I joined this one classroom program. I have learned all the skills there. I have done this project, this, and like this. तो आपको आप किसी को डिमीन भी नहीं करना है. और देखो, आपको मोक्ष की प्राप्ति कब होगी ये किसी के हाथ में थोड़े है. मेरे को अब ज्ञान हुआ है कि मेरे को डेटा साइंस में होना चाहिए, तो मैं हूं. बट अगर आप उस चीज को बहुत कॉन्फिडेंटली एक राइट वे में कह सको, क्योंकि अगर आप एक इंडस्ट्री का भी एनालिसिस करोगे ना, तो यू विल फाइंड, आई थिंक, मोर देन IT एंड ऑल, मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर्स आर मोर इन डेटा साइंस. Most of the, so you know, and they are really doing good also. So you know, you can always say this. And in case if they counter you that how can you say, you know, you don't know this programming, this industry is there, you know. And I think today's skills are more important than what kind of degrees we have. But yeah, तो आप confidently इस चीज को आप ऐसे present कर सकते हो. They will agree to this. See, काउंटर क्वेश्चन तो कुछ भी हो सकता है, आप डिजाइन करो फिर मैं आपको आंसर दे दूंगा. बट यू नो, आपने बोल दिया, एक्चुअली मैं कुछ बोलना चाह रहा था. But you know, as per even the industry norms also, there are 4 possible stages where people change either their domain or their industry और देयर जॉब. तो इतना किसी के भी लाइफ में पॉसिबल है. कोई एक बार मैंने मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग कर लिया, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि मुझे लाइफ लॉन्ग वही करना है, राइट. तो ये भी एक डेटा है. दूसरा, अगर आप चाहो तो एक डेटा पे रिसर्च कर सकते हो कि कितने ऐसे मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर्स हैं जो डेटा साइंस में काम कर रहे हैं. तो वो भी आपको कॉन्फिडेंस देगा कि लाइक, यू नो, एंड दे हैव बीन रियली डूइंग गुड. क्योंकि लोग जनरली बोलते हैं कि हाउ कैन यू से दैट यू विल बी मोर प्रोडक्टिव देन एन IT गाय. So definitely, I mean, sir, I think I have learned everything. It's not about I am coming from IT or this. अब तो लोग BCom किए हुए डेटा साइंस का कोर्स कर रहे हैं, स्टैटिस्टिक्स वाले कर रहे हैं, जो BSc स्टैटिस्टिक्स कर रहे हैं, they are also doing this course. हाँ, so that is what that is. So I think आप justify कर लोगे. हाँ, मैं क्या बोल रहा था कि intention is more important, not the action. Action is definitely important, but intention is more important. Agar, you know, during the interview, if you can put your heart and soul in such a way that, you know, data science is something I have been passionate about, you know, like sir, आप data science बोल दो, मैं खाना भूल जाऊंगा. अगर आप इस तरह से चीजों को establish कर पाओ, right? मतलब अगर आप इस तरीके से establish कर पाओ, थोड़ा सा exaggerated है, don't go by the literal meaning, but अगर मुझे example देना हो कि आप ये कह पाओ कि सर जब मैं पैदा हुआ था तो पहला शब्द मैंने डेटा साइंस बोला था. मतलब what I mean to say कि अगर आप उस लेवल पे इसको प्रोजेक्ट कर पाओ तो they will hire you, because ultimately वो क्या बोलते हैं, passionate. You should be passionate about your field. तो आप किस उस चीज को किस, आप ये देखते हो, एक सोनी टीवी पे आता है मास्टर शेफ, कभी देखना, जस्ट एक हाफ एन आवर, यू नो, आप देखो किस तरीके से प्रेजेंट करते हैं. मतलब मुझे नहीं, वो बोल रहा था कि कैसे है कि सिंघाड़ा एक होता है, एक फ्रूट होता है सिंघाड़ा, आई डोंट नो आपको मालूम है कि नहीं. तो सिंघाड़ा उसको बोलो तो 30 रुपीज kg है, लेकिन उसको वाटर चेस्टनट बोलो तो इट्स 150 रुपीज पर kg. तो आप कैसे प्रेजेंट करते हो वो इंपॉर्टेंट है. वाटर चेस्टनट बोल के आप 150 दे रहे हो और सिंघाड़ा बोल के 30 रुपीज दे रहे हो. तो वो जो प्रेजेंटेशन है, वो जो आपका है, वो दैट इज समथिंग व्हिच शुड बी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो जो आपका क्वेश्चन था ना मेरा कि हाउ व्हाट विल बी योर अप्रोच टू एनी प्रॉब्लम, तो यू नो यू शुड स्टार्ट लाइक ओके मैम, so definitely I believe that, you know, you should be in the right frame of mind, and definitely the approach is something which is very important. So first and foremost thing that I will do is, or you know, one of the best technique during the interview, if the questions are like this, what will be your approach to this, you can say like this. So ma'am, we can do 3 things. This is called as litany technique. Litany technique. Okay. So Litani technique, when you say, like for example, if I have to talk to Sarang and you say, hey Sarang, I have to say two things to you. So Sarang के मन में जाएगा कि कोई बहुत important बात कहनी है और वो दो बात ही है. Specifics are something which attracts us. मैं आपको ऐसे कुछ भी बोलूं आपको अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, लेकिन अगर मैं बोलूं कि अच्छा यार पता है, you should do two things, then you will listen to me. What are the two things I have to do? Or you should do three things, right? And then there is a lot of clarity also, because point number 1, point number 2, point number 3. तो आप बोल लो, जैसे आप आपने बोला प्रॉब्लम, अब आपने सारे स्टेप्स बोल दिए. फॉर एग्जांपल देयर आर 5 स्टेप्स फॉर एग्जांपल. लेकिन अगर सारंग ने बोला कि सो मैम फर्स्ट आई विल डू दिस, एंड if you ask me in detail, I can say that these are the 5 steps that we can follow. And the first one is this. The second one is this. Now, there is a lot of clarity in his answer. I can relate to each and every point. So you have said the same thing, but he is also saying the same thing in a little different manner, and I will be more inclined towards his answer because that is easily consumable at my end. आपने एक पैराग्राफ की तरह दिया, इन्होंने एक पॉइंटर्स की तरह दिया, बुलेट पॉइंट, तो वो मेरे लिए ज्यादा इजी है कनेक्ट करना. मे बी अगर मेरे को कोई काउंटर क्वेश्चन भी है तो मैं बोल सकता हूँ अच्छा पॉइंटर नंबर 2 में बता दो. आपने बोला पॉइंट नंबर 2 ये पॉइंट नंबर 3 क्यों नहीं हो सकता? आपके केस में वो कर ही नहीं सकता. And since it is his answer, he will always be in a better position to justify why it will be only number 2 and not number 3. देखो इंटरव्यू क्या है, अगर आप मेरे से पूछो आपके केस में इंटरव्यू क्या है, आपके केस में इंटरव्यू है, like I firmly believe in one thing, that you all guys are equally competent to clarify to crack that interview. प्रॉब्लम आता है कहां पे आप उसको प्रेजेंट कैसे करना है. तो इंटरव्यू इज ऑल अबाउट क्रिएटिंग टॉकिंग पॉइंट्स विच इज इन योर फेवर. देखो या तो आप टॉकिंग पॉइंट क्रिएट करोगे या दूसरा बंदा क्रिएट करेगा. अगर दूसरा बंदा क्रिएट करता है तो आपके लिए ट्रबल होगा, क्योंकि वो अपने एरिया में खेलेगा. आप अगर क्रिएट करते हो तो आप अपने एरिया में करोगे, राइट. अब जब आप अपने एरिया में करोगे तो यू विल बी इन अ बेटर पोजीशन टू आंसर दिस क्वेश्चंस. So you should end every answer, or you should end everything that you are saying in such a way that there should be a follow-up question from there. मतलब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन का रास्ता आप सेट करो ना कि इंटरव्यूअर पर. अगर उसने कर दिया तो देयर विल बी अ ट्रबल फॉर यू. So that is something we do. Any other question? Anything else? Tell me about yourself. आपका बेस्ट होना चाहिए. Now there is another case. For example, you started saying, the moment you started, so my name is Sarang, for example, और वो immediately आपको बोलता है यार don't say everything that is in your resume, or say something which is not there in your resume, right? तो आपको क्या होना है, you don't have to be nervous. Okay, you can always say that, sir, everything that I'm going to discuss here is beyond my resume. And then you will start with, like, you come from a family of 4, वो भी resume में नहीं दिया है. जो हमने vision statement discuss किया था वो भी resume में नहीं दिया है. Why data science कर रहे हैं ये भी resume में नहीं दिया है, right? और जो belief system की हम बात कर रहे हैं वो प्रोसेस रेज्यूमे में नहीं दिया है. प्रोजेक्ट्स दिया होगा जो भी हमने किया है, बट वो प्रोसेस नहीं है. और आई वांट टू बी लाइक दिस वो भी रेज्यूमे में नहीं दिया है. लेकिन क्या होता है, कई बार आपको काउंटर करते हैं, ऑल ऑफ सडन आपको इन बिटवीन आपको एब्रप्टली डिस्टर्ब करते हैं, उससे आपको नर्वस नहीं होगा, राइट? आप लाइफ में बहुत लोगों से मिले होंगे और बहुत लोगों से मिलोगे, लेकिन ये मैं आपको बेट कर सकता हूं कि जो सबसे इरिटेटेड पर्सन आपको मिलेगा वो आपके इंटरव्यू में ही मिलेगा. See, there is a psychology. For example, if I have to take your interview, nobody is hired to take the interview. We all are doing our own job. It is just something that we are assigned by the HR that tomorrow you have to do this. अब इमेजिन करो अगर रिक्रूटर या जो इंटरव्यूअर है उसका अपनी वाइफ के साथ मूवी देखने का प्लान था, अब वो आपका इंटरव्यू लेना पड़ेगा, तो वो एक अच्छे मूड में कैसे हो सकता है, राइट? इसलिए इंटरव्यू में क्या है ना, आपका पॉजिटिव होना, आपका एनर्जेटिक होना और आपका कॉन्फिडेंट बहुत जरूरी है। आपको अपनी एनर्जी मेरे को ट्रांसफर करनी है, मतलब आप इतने पॉजिटिव, इतने स्माइलिंग फेस आपका होना चाहिए, इतना आपकी आईज, आपके आपका फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन की मुझे लगा कि यार मतलब ठीक तो है, अच्छा तो लग रहा है, ठीक है, मूवी नहीं देखे तो क्या, वो चीज आपको करना पड़ेगा। आप मतलब बहुत सीरियस होकर मत बैठ जाओ, राइट? और अगर थोड़ा अच्छा जा रहा है तो थोड़ा आप पर्सनलाइज भी हो सकते हो। सर, आई मस्ट से द शॉट इज रियली गुड। मतलब आप नॉट एग्जैक्टली, बट आप समझ रहे हो मैं क्या कहना चाहता हूँ। अगर अच्छा जा रहा है, सब कुछ चीजें ठीक हो रही है, देखो अलग अलग चीजें हैं। जैसे आपको कोई एग्जाम्पल लेना है, और आपको कोई एक ऐसी चीज उसके आसपास में दिख रही है जिसका एग्जाम्पल लिया जा सकता है, तो आप उसको ले लो। आप मे बी बॉटल कहने के बजाय वॉच कह दो, मान लो फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस वॉच। सो अगर तो एक बार अच्छा, इससे मतलब आपने मेरी वॉच नोटिस की, तो दिस आर समथिंग कॉल्ड एज पर्सनलाइजिंग द इंटरव्यू। आप इंटरव्यू में क्या कर रहे हो, उसमें थोड़ा सा पर्सनल एलिमेंट ला रहे हो। तो अब वैसे आप एग्जांपल रिमोट का भी ले सकते हो, वो वहां पे होएगा ही नहीं, चाहे कोई भी ऐसी चीज, तो आप थोड़ा सा इस तरीके से एक प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड होना चाहिए। ओके, एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? गौरी,
5 साल में आप कहाँ देखते हो?
देखो जो क्वेश्चन होता है ना कि वेयर डू यू वांट टू सी 5 years, और सो उसके मल्टीपल ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं। फर्स्ट, हाउ डीपली यू नो दिस designation or this profile, what kind of research you have done। तो एक तो वो देखते हैं कि आप कितने पैशनेट हो और आपने कितना रिसर्च किया। दूसरा वो देखते हैं कि आपका लेवल ऑफ कमिटमेंट क्या है, आपका लेवल ऑफ एम्बिशन क्या है, राइट? बिकॉज somebody wants a job just to survive, somebody wants to get a job for a stable income and start something of his own or her own. Somebody is really there, this he wants to become the vice president, he wants to become the CEO of the company। तो डेफिनेटली तो वो एक ये भी देखना चाहते हैं कि आप कितने एम्बिशियस हो, आपका इसके बारे में कितना अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, और थर्ड थिंग ये होता है कि आप कितना लॉयल हो। मतलब ऐसा तो नहीं कि यू हैव जस्ट कम हियर बाय चांस, यू आर लुकिंग फॉर वन अपॉर्चुनिटी और आपको एमार्टिकस ने बोल दिया तो आपने अप्लाई कर दिया, तो उसको भी थोड़ा सा वो एसेस करना चाहते हैं। तो इन तीनों चीजों का एक मिक्स्ड उनको आंसर चाहिए। तो जब आप थोड़ा सा डेजिग्नेशन वाइज एक्सप्लेन करते हो, लाइक सर when I am starting with this, I'm really looking forward to go beyond, फॉर एग्जाम्पल 1-2 डेजिग्नेशन अगर आपने लिंक्डइन से अगर कुछ पढ़ रखा है तो थोड़ा सा और एप्ट आंसर हो जाएगा। फॉर एग्जाम्पल सीनियर डेटा एनालिस्ट एंड देन सीनियर मैनेजर और मे बी मैनेजर और समथिंग कुछ, तो वो 1-2 करके अगर आप थोड़ा सा मेंशन कर दो, और फिर आप बोल सकते हो कि I want to find myself like this, or I want to, I look at my I want to look up to my career like this। तो उनको एक क्लैरिटी होगी कि हाँ इसने बंदे ने रिसर्च किया है, और ऐसा नहीं कि वो सिर्फ आज के लिए आया है, वो 5 साल भी मेरे साथ रहना चाहता है, तो उसकी लॉयल्टी भी प्रूवन है, प्रोफाइल का रास्ता उसको मालूम है, मतलब ही नोज ऑल द स्टेप्स ऑल्सो, तो इसको एक बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग है। तो इट्स ओके टू हायर हिम रादर देन सिंपली सेइंग आई वांट टू बी द वाइस प्रेसिडेंट और आई वांट टू बी द सीईओ। तो वो these are the three basic things that they want to establish through this question। Any other question? आपको अगर क्वेश्चन आएगा कि डू यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन फॉर मी? क्या पूछोगे? What are the? Okay, what else?
कंपनी में अभी कौन से प्रोजेक्ट्स पर काम चल रहा है?
Okay.
What skills I require to be better in the job?
So a question is like, sir, what are the two things that you will suggest me to improve in order to be more productive? All these questions are good, but then you should try to personalize the question. देखो, मैं personalization पे बार-बार इसलिए focus करता हूँ because everybody wants to talk about themselves.
Appreciation.
हाँ, yes, acknowledgement. और जनरली जब आप एक एम्प्लॉय हो तो आपका एक्नॉलेजमेंट ना आपके ऑफिस में है ना आपके घर में है, ये तो एक समय के बाद खत्म हो जाता है, तो आपको कहीं से तो एक वो वैलिडेशन चाहिए. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ यू गेट दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी टू नो दैट पर्सन थ्रू लिंक्डइन, अगर आपको मालूम है कि फॉर एग्जांपल मिस्टर सत्यनारायणन विल बी टेकिंग योर इंटरव्यू वाइस प्रेसिडेंट XYZ, तो मिल तो सकता है वहां पे, थोड़ा सा आपको एक आइडिया मिल जाएगा कि वो कैसा बंदा है, कैसा है, राइट. तो वो थोड़ा सा आप उसका, सर हाउ हैज बीन योर जर्नी, सर आई जस्ट गॉट टू विजिट योर लिंक्डइन एंड I can see that you have done your BSc in chemistry, so how difficult or maybe how easy it was for you to, so no, he will get this opportunity to talk about, right. तो वो भी आप कर सकते हो. Otherwise all these questions are set questions you can always ask.
Sir, after 5 years का तो बता दिया, लेकिन उसके बाद ऐसे भी आ सकते कि लॉन्ग टर्म गोल.
हाँ, अगर लॉन्ग टर्म गोल आता है तो फिर लॉन्ग टर्म में जो 5 years वाला है वो आप कर सकते हो. शॉर्ट टर्म में आप बोल सकते हो कि सर द शॉर्ट टर्म गोल एज ऑफ नाउ इज टू अंडरस्टैंड द फंक्शनैलिटी ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन and to see that how I can add value, right. See, it's all about being relevant, so I want to be relevant on a daily basis for my organization where I'm working. So if needed, if I need to upskill myself or I need to do something, I will be doing on that. So I want to get the expertise of everything that I'm doing, and in that process I will be working on my upskilling and my learnings. तो आप इस तरीके से बोल सकते हो, उसको बहुत ज्यादा क्वांटिफाई नहीं कर सकते हैं. एक कैच इसमें रहता है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल कि वेयर डू यू वांट टू सी 5 years डाउन द लाइन, और मे बी जो क्वेश्चन रहता है कि लॉन्ग टर्म प्लान. तो अगर लॉन्ग टर्म काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन है और वो 5 years वाला भी है, तो उसमें थोड़ा सा 20% ऑफ पर्सनल चीजें भी डाल सकते हो, क्योंकि ऐसा नहीं कि यू विल बी सिंपली वर्किंग एज अ डेटा साइंटिस्ट, राइट. मतलब you would like to have your house of your own, you would like to buy a car, maybe you would like to get married, you want to go to Switzerland. तो एक दो चीजें आप वो भी डाल सकते हो. सर अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, मतलब वो 70% तो वो रहेगा. I also want to, like I always have this passion of driving Lamborghini, so I want to have this. मतलब जो भी आपका है, कुछ उस तरह की चीजें. उससे क्या होता है कि you give this sign or indication that this is just not a technical person, this is a whole person. So you are a complete man on that particular day. तो वो थोड़ा सा उससे, और एक थोड़ा सा आंसर भी डिफरेंट हो जाता है, बिकॉज सब लोग रट के जाएंगे तो सब लोग वही बोलेंगे कि मेरे को ये बनना है, वो बनना है. तो आप थोड़ा सा अगर उस चीज को उसमें लाते हो तो वो थोड़ा सा एक डिफरेंट हो जाता है. तो 20% you can mix some personal things, 80%, 70% it should be professional work. Okay, any other question? Okay, so I just need your attendance so that Make sure that you guys are visible over LinkedIn also.
Yes.
And so please. Okay, so if you don't have any question, then we can close for the day. Online students, any question? Gauri, Himanshu. Okay, so thank you. We are closing for the day, guys. Please take care. Thank you.